Have you ever noticed how the smallest moments sometimes feel more meaningful than the big ones? Not the dramatic stage performances, not the award speeches, not the carefully planned fan service moments, but the quiet, unplanned seconds, the ones that just happen naturally. And this time, everything started with something so simple, Jungkook not pushing Jimin's hand away. It sounds small, right? But stay with me. In the middle of a relaxed situation, nothing dramatic, no spotlight focused on them, Jimin casually reached for Jungkook's hand. It wasn't hesitant. It wasn't awkward. It didn't look staged. It looked natural, like something he had done many times before. And what made everyone freeze wasn't the touch itself. It was Jungkook's reaction. He didn't flinch. He didn't pull away. He didn't laugh it off to change the mood. Instead, he wrapped his hand around Jimin's and held it even tighter, as if silently saying, "It's okay. Stay." And at the same time, with his right hand, Jungkook calmly grabbed a snack like nothing unusual was happening. Completely relaxed. Completely normal. As if their hands intertwined wasn't something that needed to be hidden. The moment was short, but the impact, massive, because in that tiny second, we saw something deeper than a casual interaction. We saw comfort. We saw familiarity. We saw two people who are so used to each other that a simple touch doesn't even register as something extraordinary. What's even more interesting is that tightening his grip wasn't a reflex. It was a choice. If someone feels uncomfortable, their first instinct is to pull away. But Jungkook didn't. He chose to stay. He chose to hold tighter. And there's something incredibly sincere about that. This isn't about exaggeration. This isn't about creating drama. It's about body language, and body language often speaks louder than words ever could. When you look back at their journey over the years, moments like this aren't isolated. The lingering glances, the soft smiles, the way they unconsciously stand close to each other, the quiet protection, the shared laughter that feels a little too personal. They're small puzzle pieces, and this was just another piece added to the picture. Jungkook is known for being playful, energetic, and teasing. He jokes around. He acts shy. He sometimes pretends not to care. But when he's around Jimin, there's a different energy. Softer, calmer, more grounded. And Jimin, he never looks unsure when he reaches out to Jungkook. His touches are natural, confident, almost instinctive, as if he already knows he won't be pushed away. That's what made this moment feel powerful. Because there was no hesitation, no tension, just comfort. The kind of comfort that doesn't need explanation. And maybe that's why it hits so hard for so many people. In an industry where distance is often maintained carefully, where every interaction can be analyzed frame by frame, seeing something so effortless feels rare. Because they weren't performing. They were just being. And that authenticity is what makes it unforgettable. Look closely at the detail, Jungkook continuing to grab his snack with his right hand while still holding Jimin with his left. That shows how natural it was. There was no sudden shift in posture. No exaggerated reaction. It flowed. Like habit. Like something they've done countless times before. And that's what makes people wonder. Is it just deep friendship? Is it long-term comfort? Is it something unspoken but understood? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is undeniable, that level of ease doesn't appear overnight. It's built over time. Through shared experiences. Through struggles. Through growing up side by side under pressure and expectations. They trained together. They debuted together. They faced global fame together. That kind of bond changes people. Maybe for them, it was just another ordinary moment. But for those watching, it felt like a quiet confession. Not spoken, not announced, but shown. And sometimes the quietest gestures are the most honest. Because real comfort cannot be faked. It doesn't need rehearsal. It doesn't need explanation. It simply exists. That tightening of the hand wasn't dramatic. It wasn't exaggerated. It was gentle, but powerful. And maybe that's why people keep replaying it. Because in that small gesture, you can feel something real. Not scripted, not forced. Just two people who have spent years building trust, reacting naturally in the present. Whether you interpret it as friendship, brotherhood, or something deeper, the sincerity is what stands out. Because when someone truly feels at home with another person, the outside world fades for a second. And in that second, all you see is comfort. That's what this moment felt like. Comfort. Unfiltered. Unplanned. Unapologetic. And maybe that's the magic of it. Not a grand declaration, not a loud statement, just a hand reaching out, and another hand choosing not to let go. Sometimes, that says everything.